Hi y'all. Sorry it's been a little while. I didn't get as many videos as I planned done last week because I'm too tired and I can't do it. At the end of the day, you don't care if I do a video several times a week or one time a week, as long as I stick around at some point, I expect. So, I haven't got much to show you because I've been working on my pattern, which as you can see is very different from the last time you saw it because, unsurprisingly, I ripped it all out. But more on that in a minute. Okay, so I forgot to show you last time, so last week at some point, was it Wednesday last week? I can't remember now. If you remember the video before, I was working on the Secret Path shawl. Well, it's now in hiatus because I ran out of yarn. Those who are on my Instagram will know I played Yarn Chicken and lost. But I forgot to show you what I'd done on it so far. So this is it done so far. So as you can see, it's got some lovely feet patterning, and then it has these kind of, popcorn stitches, and then it does it again, and the next row that on what should be doing is the popcorn stitch, but as you can see, I ran out. So I need to get a new ball. This was the Riot, is it King Cole? I can't remember now. It's definitely called Riot, anyway. And see, the colours are just beautiful. I mean, that's just the one ball. I've not changed balls, that's just literally the one ball and the colours it comes with. So I'm definitely impressed with the yarn, and I can't wait to buy another ball to finish this shawl, but it's going to have to wait for a little while because I ain't got any money. But yeah, so it's on hiatus, and at some point, maybe soon, maybe in a couple of months, it will come back out and be restarted as soon as I can afford the yarn. I mean, Mother's Day for us in the UK is March, so I could always ask for it then. So we'll see. But yeah, all I've really got to show is this, because this, if you're wondering, is the pattern that I've been working on. I wanted to design something I can wear with my leggings, because with everything going on with me at the moment, wearing anything tight around my waist hurts, so I live in leggings. But I only have a small amount of tops that are long enough to go over leggings, and skirts are still tighter on me than leggings are. So I wanted to design a tunic or top that just comes down low enough, cover the bum area so that it looks okay when you're wearing leggings. And it kind of grew from that. I started off, if you remember, I was starting from top down. And I'd had some different shapes going on, which I'd ripped out several times and put back, and ripped out and put back, all different ways and stitch counts and slightly different patterns. And I worked out that with my brain fog right now, I now suck at math. I used to be very good at math. I mean, I was top group in maths at school, so I was quite good. Now, I don't think even bottom's my level. It's just, it's shocking how hard it was for me to work out a simple stitch count for a simple pattern. So I went it the opposite way. I decided I'd work from bottom up because I knew what I wanted, and then that way I could change it to the correct stitch count for the top. But then I decided the stitch patterns I was going to do, I started off with shawl, and then I was going to do broomstick lace, and then I found this. I don't know what it's called, no idea, I don't even know what the length of the stitch is called, but it looks pretty. And so I decided to make the top from that. So I will give you some close-ups of it in a minute, but basically each strand is, you have your normal, as you've made a stitch, you've always got a hook, loop left on your hook. Well, then you yarn over, wrap around 6 more times, and then you go through, and then you go through 2, go through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and you do that till you got just 1 stitch left. So I don't know what that stitch is called. It's a lot of yarn overs and going through 2s. Sorry. But I think it was really pretty, so I did a slightly different combination of each one to create this top. It's not finished. I still got some more rows on the top to do, and they will have arms, just like thick straps, I had planned on doing sleeves, but I've decided I think straps would look nice. It might be that when I do the straps I decide actually sleeves look good and I want to put that on. Who knows, I keep changing my mind. But I will have it done. I mean, it looks quite nice as it is once I finish this band. Strapless. But I can't get away with strapless. I don't feel comfortable in strapless. They do stay up on me, but I don't feel comfortable. I always worried they're going to fall down. So I always wear straps. So this thing will have straps, but I'll design it so that you could go without the straps. You know, I'll add them on as an add-on at the end rather than integrated in. So that way if someone wanted to do it without the straps, they could. Now I'm hoping other people like this because it's my first pattern I've ever designed. And it's very me, but whether it's anyone else is a different matter. But I am going to attempt to write it up and do a video showing what it is and how to do it, how to make it step by step. Now the plan is, even though I've done bottom up, I will rewrite the pattern as top down because I prefer top down. Because you can try it on and you can correct the length and things, and when I finish this I'll have the correct stitch count that my brain could not compute for some stupid reason. So then I'd be able to just convert it to stitch count because there's nothing that can't be changed. You know, the decreases can become increases, and you know, it's pretty simple, and the pattern's pretty simple. But I'll show you now and see what you think, so let's hope you like it. So, hold on, sorry. And let me push this back a minute, a bit more. I've still got my string attached to it because it's not finished, so I've got to go steady. Right, sorry about that. Right, so as you can see, this top layer is not finished. This is 3 rows of single crochet and currently 1 row of half double. It will have another 2 rows of half double and then another 3 rows of single crochet, and then that'll be finished, which matches this band I've done here. So it's 3 rows of single, 3 rows of half double and 3 rows of single, and that creates the band for going under the bust. And then for the bust area, we can see here, these are the yarn over 6s that I was on about. But what I've done is so you do the 4 here, and then instead of moving on, what you're actually doing is doing 4 around the back here. So you twist it around, go here, and then that stitch finishes there for you to do the next 4 here, which then goes to the back here to go around here and across. And I hope that makes sense. So yeah, so the bust area has 4 of them done, so you know it's 8 stitches. In between each one of these X's is a row of double crochet. So this is double. These are all US terms, sorry, but so we've got 1, 2, 3 rows of the 4 crossovers with a double crochet row in between each one, and then you've got the band that will match that band. And then what you have is here, see it's got 2, so I've done 2 of them there, and that is 2 rows of 2 with the double crochet in between. Then here you've got 3, and this is 3 rows of 3, and they're all following the same thing. I'm just changing things, and what I've done is I've decreased from here, well here there's a decrease hidden in here, look, that then turns these ones into 2 instead of 3. So they will obviously be increases when I do it the other way around, but then these 3s go down into 4. So there's 4 of them, and again double crochets in between each row, and then there's 3 rows of 4. So that's producing this dress. So okay, so I hope you get the gist of what I mean and what I've done. But I'm really happy with it. As I said, you will need to wear something else underneath. I'm tempted to get on the sewing machine and create a liner to put underneath it, but I'm not sure, because at the end of the day I'm wearing leggings underneath for me dignity underneath on the lower half, and I'll have a vest or tighter top on underneath the top half, so it'll kind of just be an added layer. So I don't know if I will bother putting a liner in it, because I never planned on it, but I mean, now that I've designed it, it could be such a pretty dress that a pink liner under it might look quite nice. But I'll have to see. For the moment, it's definitely just going to stay as the plain top that you wear on top of leggings and vest or something. Or you could even use it as a bikini cover on the beach or something. But I'm quite impressed that, considering I started off not a clue what I was doing, I'm really glad how it's come together, and I actually like it. It needs, you know, the stitches even out, blocking, giving a little wash to give it a little more flowiness. This is on a size 16 mannequin, but actually it fits me not too bad. It's got some give in it, so I'd say it's probably a size 16 to 18 on this size. I plan on doing smaller sizes and bigger sizes, but I gotta attempt to do the calculations. I might just actually make them each size so that I can check I've got the stitch counts correct, because clearly math is no longer my strong point. But I hope you all like it, and hopefully you think I should turn it into an actual pattern and that other people will want to make it. Fingers crossed. But tell me if you think it's horrid as well, because, you know, there's no point me spending time trying to work out how to write a pattern for something if nobody's going to like it. I can just make it for myself and not need to write down the pattern, because hopefully I'll remember. When I look at it, I'll remember how I done it. Probably won't remember otherwise. But yeah, so that's what I've spent my whole time doing. Obviously the waiting rooms were being done with that other shawl, the shawl scarf, the long scarf that I'm working on. My nephew came to stay for a day the weekend, and he wants me to make him a unicorn scooty with a lot of different colours. But I'm probably not going to do it, as much as it hurts me not to make him something he wants. The colours he chose include 2 pinks and some purples and some sparkly. And his mum is very... she's not keen on boys wearing pink, put it that way. She used to refuse to take my son out. Well, him and my mum, hi mum, refused to take my son out in his coat because he loves pink, so I bought him a pink coat. So I'm not spending all this time making something that they're not going to let him wear. So it's just, I'll make him something else. I'll find something else that he likes, and I'll make him something that's more suitable colours for him. I like it, and I think it would look really nice, and it would suit him great, because he was running around in my unicorn scooty. But I know there's no way that his mum would let him wear it, so there's just no point in me making it. I don't know what else I got on. I look around in here, but I don't know why, because I work downstairs nowadays. But yeah, I don't think I've got much else on. So I think that's probably about my yarn crafty stuff done with, because I've concentrated on that. So please give me your honest opinions on what you think. If you've got ideas on how to improve it, feel free to tell me. It's my first pattern and I'm still learning how it all works, so we'll see how it goes, isn't it? I've got a lot of other ideas for other patterns, but I need to get some graph paper, because some of it's corner to corner and some of it's charted graph and things, so I need to get some graph paper so I can plan it all out. But hopefully they will come up soon-ish. You have to excuse the mess in the background. I'm running out of room in my craft room again. Why is that not a surprise? So, it's now January the 30th, it's Tuesday. Can you believe it's the end of January already? Really? But I'm going to do a vlog. I don't don't know what it's called, vlogatine, vlogawary, whatever. February I will be doing a vlog every day. I find it easier to do the vlogs. I really enjoyed doing Vlogmas, and I found it was much easier because I could be more relaxed. I don't need to try to make sure the lighting's correct and set up the room, though it's still a little bit of a mess. You know, because the vlog is just as I am. I can be more relaxed. And it's not that I'm not relaxed in here. I like having this stuff on display, but it's different. I'm sure those who do the two different types like I do would understand what I mean by it's different. So I think I'll be able to knock out more by doing it vlog style for a month. And possibly I'll continue vlog style after that. I don't know. I'm not sure where my channel's going to go this year. Just I'm really struggling. My health is getting worse by the day, really, and so I can't sit up here uncomfy. This is killing me, just sitting here. And I can't sit up here all the time making sure everything's neat and trying to do everything nicely and presented. So I need to be able to sit where I'm comfy, and at the moment that's down on my sofa. I'm actually surrounded by my feather down, whatever you call it, duvet. The best sleep I'd ever had was the other day when we got that down, put it on the sofa, and I literally cocooned myself in it, and I got to sleep. First time, God knows how long, I actually got a decent, uninterrupted sleep. It was pure bliss. We're actually looking to buy a single one because it's a king size. You know, it takes up a large amount of room on the sofa, and so my husband can't sit on it. We've got two sofas, so we can sit on the other one, but that's not the point, is it? So we're looking to get me a new single one. But I found one in Dunelm for 16 quid online. But they're out of stock, so I've got to wait for it to come in stock because I'm not paying a large amount of money for something that I basically want to use to sleep with. But it means that maybe when I'm downstairs I can get a bit more sleep. I mean, I have a wonderful super large beanbag that I made myself years ago. It's a fur one on top, and the bottom actually ties up and releases, so it can either be tighter and firmer as a chair or flat and floppy to sleep on, and it's wonderful and it's soft and it's comfy. But my head's got so bad nowadays that sound is excruciating, and hearing beanbag beans things move around as I sleep, it's really painful. I mean, it's like these lights that I've got here are needed to make sure the room's light enough, but by the time I finish filming I am going to have the worst headache going because the lights are just too much. Normally I sit in the house with my sunglasses on. No matter what the weather, I just sit with sunglasses on, keeping the light out of my head because it's getting worse, and I'm not sleeping, I'm too tired, I'm exhausted, and even walking is becoming, even with my crutches, it's becoming too much. I can't do it. So we've looked into a wheelchair for me. I was trying to work out how I was ever going to afford an electric wheelchair, but actually we found a guy selling one for £200 for one that's normally 2 to 3 grand. It's a bit bumped up and bad, it's got chunks missing out the arms and things, but I don't care what it looks like as long as it works. I can cover it. So he's going to bring that to us on Saturday so I can have a look, see if it fits me, because you've got to have one that fits correctly in there. So we're going to see if it fits, if I'm comfy in it, if I can work it and all that, and if we do, then I'm going to officially have my electric chair, which means I'll finally be able to go out of the house and do things again, because I can't even make it to the Pokestop down the road nowadays. I barely make it to the end of our road nowadays walking. It's too hard. I have to push through an immense amount of pain and fatigue and severe balance problems just to get to my hospital and doctor's appointments, and it wipes me out for the rest of the day or the week depending on what I've had to do. My hospital appointment the other day was at the under end. Someone's knocking the door. Hold on. Back again. That was my middle son coming in, asking me if I knew what his bank pin was. I don't know mine. How am I going to know his? I mean, everyone knows I don't remember pins. Why do you think I tell everyone my one? Because it's the only way I remember, and I know you're not supposed to tell anyone. But I don't remember any of my numbers, so somebody has to know them for me. But yeah, I don't know his number, and apparently his phone's at the garage because he couldn't pay for his fuel, so they're keeping it as collateral. What does it expect me to do? I ain't got no money. So, I don't know what he's going to do, but that's good news is he's just told me he's just got a new job at Ocado? The shopping thing. But he's not going to be delivering the shopping, he's going to be a picker in the warehouse. So he starts that soon, I expect. But that's good. But yeah, so he's in a shitty mood. Sorry, swearing. He's in a bad mood because he's not feeling very well, and he had to go into work his last couple of days. Yeah, today and tomorrow's his last days at his current job. And he had to go in even when he felt sick because they told him he's already been paid, so he has to go in. Ah, the joy of being an adult. He wanted to grow up and get on with his life and go out to work and not get any further education, and now he's suffering the consequences. It's called being an adult. We have to pay our bills. But, oh well, never mind. I have no idea what I was talking about. Anyone got a clue? I mean, you'll remember it's only been a few minutes for you. Me, it's been about 5 and I've already forgotten. I remember I told you about my wheelchair, and that was coming on Saturday to check it out. I don't know if I said I've got the doctor phoned and I will be getting a CT scan, but I'm still waiting for the appointment. Monday I have one with the gastro whatever doctor. Still don't know why the doctor finally sent me, but I'm not complaining. She's finally done it and I'm going to go and see one. And Friday I do have doctors and blood tests, and at the hospital for the blood test and other stuff, so yeah, I think that's it. Study wise, I've done my 2 pages that need to be, well, 3 pages, the wiki page, and then 2 pages within the website, the map and the touristy information. I'm waiting to hear back from the rest of my group, because we have to give reviews on the wiki page each and then change. So I'm waiting to hear back from that, and I'm waiting for some info on what we're doing with the website, because it's the ins and outs of it still haven't quite been decided, but I couldn't wait any longer. I needed to get my sections done just in case I got sick, so I've done them, and then if something needs changing, hopefully I can change it before we have to submit it. But not much I can do about that. So yeah, at the moment, study wise, I'm kind of on a break until people talk, but I've only got until the 8th. The 8th is when everything's due in, so I need to write my actual TMA before that, which is answering the questions and showing what collaborations we've done in that. So that's got to be done. Really, I like them to be done by the 6th or 7th, so it's in and gone before the deadline. So I've not got long to get it all done. Sorry, I'm getting really uncomfy on this. So yeah, I'll probably have to do some more study, maybe over the weekend, depending on when they bother responding. At the moment, I think I'm the only one that's done my 2 pages for the website. The wikis, everyone's done their pages. We just need to do the commenting. But the website, I had to correct the homepage. It's someone's job to do the homepage, which they've already set the page up, but they haven't put any info on it yet. But it wasn't actually showing as our homepage, so I've linked it to correctly show as our homepage instead of a blog post that was done as the test post when it was set up. But yeah, that's not been done yet, and I can't actually remember what the other pages are right now. But there is a bunch of other pages that need doing. We're all doing 2 each, so there's at least 6 pages that need doing. So I'm gonna have to hope that they get them done in the next day or so. I mean, they may be working on them now. And that's someone knocking the door again. Hold on. Back again. Same son, same moaning thing. Apparently he's gone in my purse and found out a £5 note, so he's asked if he could take that and go and pay for his fuel, and then send it back over the bank. nice of him to go through my purse. Didn't ask about that, did he? The money in there is actually to post my DSA forms, which I've forgotten to post. I need to post them, and I'm officially applying for PIP, so I have those forms to do, and I'm terrified. Absolutely terrified, which is ridiculous. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is they say no, but it's the thought of that assessment, and I've heard so many bad things about how rude and horrendous some assessment people are, that I'm terrified. But at the end of the day, I need to see if I can get some help, because at some point this wheelchair that I'm going to hopefully get on Saturday will break, because it's really cheap for a reason. And at that point I will need to be able to afford to buy a new, better chair. And the only way I'm going to do that is if I've got some money coming in. And as much as I love doing all my crafts, they're just not bringing in the money anymore. I can't do the large quantities I used to do, which means I have to turn away some bigger items that I just know I can't do in time. So I don't advertise as much anymore. My Etsy shop is still technically running, but I'm not bothering doing anything for it, and I was hoping to do stalls this year with all my stuff, especially now that I can do toys. But it's just, I don't know if I've got the energy to work as fast as I used to. I mean, this would have normally took me a day maximum to do, and it's what, a week now to do that? I mean, I know I was designing it, but once I decided on the pattern finally, it's still taken me 2-3 times longer than it would originally have done. So everything's taking so much longer, because I'm slower. My whole body is slower, so I can't make as much, and I need income from somewhere else. There's only so much my husband can earn. But there you go, that's a downer for the day. What have we got that's happy? I've already said I'm doing Vlogaway, or Vlogatine, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what's happy. Subscribers. I've got a lot more. So, hi to all my new subscribers. I hope you stick around. I know some seem to be coming and then going just as fast. But hopefully some of you will stick around. And hopefully you'll like the content. So please let me know. I'm considering some silly things for my channel. I don't know if anyone ever watches Thread Manga, but they have a thing where it's man versus pin. So Rob goes against the Pinterest item to see if he can do it. I was thinking doing something similar but with crafts. So instead of Rob's messing around useless stuff, I thought I'd actually genuinely try to do some of the crafts off of Pinterest and see how they work, and if they do work and if they look as good, and if anything can be improved or is teaching me anything and that sort of stuff. But I don't know if it's something anyone would be interested in watching. What do you guys think? Let me know. And any other ideas of what I can do for my channel, so I don't bore the hell out of you all with my boring drawl of not doing much. I am hoping to start up sewing this year. I miss it so badly. I've even got the sewing machine sat beside me, set up, ready to do some. The thought of going through all the fabric and deciding what to make is a bit too much. I need to make some project bags. Ella from No Catchy Name she made so many pretty project bags. I want some pretty project bags. I mean, I have project bags, but they're the ones you buy at Tesco's. Anyone who knows, I have almost every pattern they have. And for my bigger projects, don't think I've actually got one down here. But if anyone's shops in Shoe, so that's pronounced, isn't it? You know, when you buy a pair of shoes from them, you get the option to buy a canvas bag. Well, I have several of their canvas bags from my sons and husbands buying shoes from there. So they're also my project bags, but it would be nice to have some pretty self-made ones, you know? So I want to make some of them, and I need to get back to sewing my own clothes. I'm running out of clothes to wear. As my size changes rapidly, all the clothes is going odd because my tummy's swelling with this cyst, but everything else is losing weight, and it's becoming quite increasingly difficult to find clothes that fit. So I need to get back to altering. What it is, my mother-in-law gives me a load of clothes that she's getting rid of, and then I alter them to fit my body so that I have new clothes. And I have piles of it waiting to be altered, some really pretty skirts and dresses and things. So I just need to alter them to fit. But the problem is, with my belly being so ginormous at the moment, and everything else going down, it's going to make some odd shapes. So I've got to work out how to make, what sort of type of clothing to make that it can hide the rather large belly while still fitting the rest of my body correctly. And right now my brain is just having a little trouble concentrating. That's the joy of this one, because it's quite stretchy. I don't know if you can see. Because of the stretch in it, it should give me plenty of room for manoeuvrability if my belly swells. I think it's going to be quite good to think, because like if you have a larger bust, you could just add an extra row to allow for stretch out. And if you have a smaller bust, you could just take a row off so that it doesn't stretch out so much. I think the dress might be quite adaptable for different sizes and body shapes. At least I'm hoping so. But I mean, if you did it with smaller hook and chunkier yarn, you'd have to obviously change the row count and possibly the stitch count, depending on what size you're making, but you wouldn't have quite so many larger holes. But I like the look of the holes, the diamond type shape. I think it looks pretty, don't you think? Was it just me? I think it looks pretty. I mean, you can see the cross shape pretty well here, but in real life you can see the cross shape in this part pretty well. But on the camera, for me, it doesn't really show much. I don't know if it does for you. But I have rambled so much, considering I have so little to show. But, oh well. I will see you all, well, tomorrow, really, because that's when Vlogaway starts, isn't it? Or is it after? Hang on, what are we on? We're on Tuesday. Friday's the 2nd, that makes Thursday the 1st. Nope, so I'll see you Thursday. So, day off tomorrow. I won't see you tomorrow. I'll see you Thursday for the start of Vloguary. Maybe late putting that up, because it depends on what I record on Thursday and then edit to how long it takes to upload, to whether I get it uploaded before midnight. You know, common sense would be dictate record tomorrow and upload that as my first Vlogaway one. But in my brain, that's not Vlogaway, because it doesn't start until the 1st of February. So anything I do on 1st of February should be recorded and put up for the 1st of February, which I know is not the way everybody does it. It's the way my brain works and the way I need it in neat little compartments. It's a control issue thing. You'll get used to that. So I'm going to go and finish this, do the extra few rows and then put these straps on. You know, I was going to do straight, but actually I'm wondering if V-neck might look quite nice, almost halter neck. I don't know now. Ooh, I'll have to wait and see. Let's see, I'll probably just do straight, because I'm not one for around the neck, but it's certainly something other people could adapt into halter neck if they wanted, I suppose. We'll see. Anyway, right, I will catch you all later. See you all Thursday, hopefully. But otherwise, take care. Bye.